Turn to 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. You are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. May God bless his word this morning. Greater is he that is in the world. Simply put, God is just greater than anything the devil can throw at us. This morning I'm going to tell you that God is greater than our circumstances. God is greater than the storms that we might be facing in our lives at this very moment. The reason that we can't get out of those circumstances is because we forget to include God in those circumstances. We get caught up in trying to solve that problem ourselves. I faced some pretty big circumstances in my life that I had no control over. It seems like a few short years ago, but it was 8 years ago that I had cancer. But my faith in God carried me through that, through the worst of times. In those quiet times when the devil really, really, really wanted to mess with my mind, and believe me, there were times that he really messed with my mind. But God pulled me through all that. He calmed all those storms in my mind. Mark 4:39 says, "And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm." If the wind and waves obey him, then why can't the chaos in our lives obey him too? God is greater than our doubt. Sometimes God wants us to do things. He has a greater purpose for us, but we get caught up in our own doubt. We'll tell God, I don't know if I got what it takes to do the job. God, I'm not worthy of this call you've given me. Those are all excuses that we might give God. But God is the missing piece in our lives that brings everything together. See, Moses was given a great calling from God, but he had self-doubt about his speech. He told God to send someone else. God kind of got mad at him for that. But Moses was basically telling God, I don't have what it takes. How many times, if we're being honest, have we said that very same thing about ourselves? 2 Peter 1:3 says, His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. We have been given everything we need to overcome in this life. God is greater than our fear. We've all faced it. At some point in our lives, we'll all face some kind of fear. Isaiah 41:10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my righteous right hand." This verse tells us a lot about God. It says, "Do not let fear control you, because God is with you." It says, "Do not be dismayed or overwhelmed by any circumstances, because your sovereign God is in control of your life." And when you feel weak, God will strengthen you and help you. It says, if you are feeling unstable, you will not fall. God is holding you and will not let you go. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." I know it's short, but that's what God gave me to give you this morning. God is greater than anything that the devil could think of to throw at us. We have to remember that.